Hello everyone. Let's see another dimension of product management. This is called MoonShot ideas. Why, first of all, it is called MoonShot. So, any idea that you want to implement, any new business idea, any new feature, or new product idea, which is very hard to achieve, sometimes it is nearly impossible as of today, but it definitely help an organization to position themselves in their domain, in their industry very differently. Not only that, it helps organization in their revenue as well as in the customer outcome. Basically, you want to retain your customer, your existing customers, or you want to acquire new customers. So these kind of new ideas which as of today looks very impossible, maybe not only from technology point of view, but because no customer is looking for that need, but as a product manager you are seeing that based on the data, based on the customer behavior that you are seeing. So that is called moonshot idea. And why that is important, and even in moonshot, when you want to discuss about moonshot, what are the different dimensions that we need to take care of it. First of all, the moonshot idea should solve a problem, and again, it can possible that you are not seeing or the people are not seeing that problem as of now, but you are foreseeing that kind of problem in the future, and then you are trying to solve it. It's not it's not thin in the air. There should be some feasibility in there, some technology as of now, and then you can say in the future we are going to implement it, the technology will improve, and that's why the feasibility can become much easier. You are creating, or you are seeing that there will be definitely some customers around it in the future when we will launch it. And estimation is again a fundamental dimension of product management, where we look at the feasibility, you look at the customer base, you want to success. So all these automatic comes in the estimation. So we have to have certain estimation in terms of what is that outcome and how we will achieve it. The next can be in design, like have you thought about the design, like the house user will come to that project, how the user will come to that particular feature while doing their day-to-day activity, or while they are doing their workflow, how they will come to that particular design or solution. Strategy is next one, where you're putting your thoughts around that, what is the current state, like how as an organization or as a product, how it will move from the today's time frame to the future, where the actually moonshot idea will come in the reality. While doing all of this, you are looking at some of the success metrics as well, that hey, if I achieve the moonshot, if I achieve this new product, how do you say that this journey or this outcome is just success? Because you're looking for a number, you're looking for a revenue, you are looking for customer satisfaction score, you are looking for new, maybe it's definitely a number as the new customer base that you are looking for. And the side by side, if you can put another dimension, where you can say that this is my MVP, or these are the new continuous improvement that I am seeing in these products. So quickly, let's see that. I'm just taking few examples, and then we will be having lots of different videos around these different moonshot idea. Then we will try to implement some of the dimension that we just discussed. So right now, if you can see on the screen, there are 4 that I'm just taking an example, that 20-30 years ago nobody thought about that autonomous car, that how important that are getting on day-to-day basis, in definitely in the development countries. They are getting new use cases every day, but at the day one, maybe only few product managers or few innovator thought about it, and then they were going into different dimension, like how do you make sure that this becomes a reality. Do we have technology to do certain things? Maybe you have only bits and pieces of technology, so you are starting from there. Supercomputers, 50 years ago everybody was thinking about these, they have certain ideas, but now they are here. So you can get all these dimensions. Gen AI products, man on the Mars. So man on the Mars is just an example. Like as of today, Maybe we are seeing lots of obstacles, but you can still create a moonshot around this, that okay, we want men to be living in the Mars by 2040 or 2050. And then you can think about all these dimensions, like okay, what is the feasibility, how many people want to go there, what is the customer base, how do you come to those estimates, like what kind of life that you are expecting them to, as a design point of view, strategy, like how do you make sure from today to 2050, what how should that project or how should that journey should be, present, so that you can achieve this outcome. Now the last point is like why we are thinking about it, like what is why we are even discussing this moonshot, because every organization want a new ideas which make them a, or which will place them as a different position in the industry. Even the competitor will try to copy that idea, they will try to study that idea. That's why organization want most of the product managers to have they ask these type of questions in the interviews. That is one, like can you think something out of the box, can you think in the future, and then you give a moonshot idea. The second is they also want to understand your maturity. They were in all these dimensions, like how many different dimensions that you can think of. That's why they usually ask that what is your moonshot idea, and then they want to see that in each dimension how much depth you have gone, how much homework that you have done, that this should happen in this scenario, this should not happen in that scenario. So that kind of a maturity that these correct organizations are looking for. That's why we are studying. And even normally, if you want to open your own organization, open your startup, then what is that idea? Like how do you make sure you're pitching that idea to venture capitalist organization and say, okay, we have thought about all of this. It will take 3 years, and this is what we are looking for. So let's go a couple of videos and then I will definitely create some moonshot idea. Then we will go to each video. We will go by one idea. We'll try to cover most of the dimension and see how much depth we can create. Thank you very much.